Hi, all. Thank you so much for joining us with another Still Moments with Jesus. We are wrapping up our caregiving series, and I have been trying to figure out what to title this sermon, and I have it between two sections. One is Jesus knows what it's like to stub your toe, and the other is Jesus is your caregiver. And I hope by the end of this sermon I can figure out which one is the best title and add it at the end. But starting out, if you have a Bible near you, today I will be reading from Isaiah, particularly Isaiah 49 all the way to 18. So let me just start out by reading the text. Can a woman forget her nursing child, that she should have no compassion on the son of her womb? Even these may forget, yet I will not forget you. Behold, I have engraved you on the palms of my hands. Your walls are continually before me. Your builders make haste. Your destroyers and those who laid you waste go out from you. Lift up your eyes around and see. They all gather, they come to you. As I live, declares the Lord, you shall put them all on as an ornament. You shall bind them on as a bride does. For me, the reason why I wanted to focus on Isaiah particularly is because I have been caregiving all week for my grandmother. I've spoken about it before, and I've spoken about it, if you know me very well, that I have been a caregiver to multiple people. When I was 18, I ended up having to drop out of college for about 2 years to take care of my mother until she got into full recovery due to some illness that she had on her end. She's fine, healthy, and doing well right now. And most recently, I've been taking care of my grandmother, who has been transitioning after having a stroke to assisted living. And I will have to say, both of these times have been times of me feeling lost, feeling alone, and really not knowing where to go or who to turn to. And a lot of moments, not having anyone to turn to. Previously, even yesterday, I was supposed to meet up with a friend who I haven't seen since my wedding, and I was super excited, but it turns out that on that day, I had to help my grandmother because she fell ill from like some stomach bug. And the entire time I just felt to myself like, gosh darn, I feel so alone right now, and where is God in this situation? Which is what led me to Isaiah 49. In that moment, it was the reminder that God has you and me engraved on the palms of his hand, that we are experiencing a God who not only takes care of us and holds us, but is our own caregiver. This is a God who looked after Isaiah. This is a God who looked after David. This is a God who looked after Jesus in his time of need. When I think about this God, I think about someone who is right there by my side. But it's hard, right, at some moments, because I know that I struggled with the most, that there are times when I feel like God is not even in the room, not talking to me, not seeing me, and really is just not really standing in comfort with me. And it can be isolating when you are taking care of someone when there's no one else around. And today is the day that I want to remind you, that I want to encourage you, that God is standing right there next to you, right by your side, right by loving you. And that is most clear when I even think, and when I go into John 17 and in the moment when Jesus is praying to God. When I think about this, I know that it must have been at moments isolating for Jesus as well. It must have been times when Jesus felt alone. When we look at Jesus at the Last Supper, we see Jesus alone and having to wake up his own disciples and being isolated. So this thing that I want you to take away today is that there are moments when Jesus is isolated, and he knows that exact same feeling. He knows when you are scared alone, trying to take care of someone. Maybe you're struggling with paying the rent at the end of the month, doing the care costs. Maybe you're struggling with trying to pick up someone and be a nurse when you yourself have never had a nursing degree in your entire life, right? And Jesus has that exact same experience as you do. That time where He reached out to so many people, and even his, yes, that time period when he even reached out to his own family and didn't know where to go. And when I say his family, I mean his human family. But know that because Jesus felt every single moment of isolation and pain and roughness, that means he can see, reflect, and be there for you, breathe in you, be that nursing mother. If you look back at Isaiah, we're talking about a mother. How could a mother not love that child that's in her womb? And that's who you are to Jesus. You're that child in that womb, each and every single one of you, no matter what time period, no matter how many people you're taking care of, no matter how long it has to be, Jesus right now is calling for you to be there. So I am a person who also believes that saying one thing without giving someone help and support does not cut it. So if you are in a moment of struggle, if you're in a moment of pain, if you're in a moment asking yourself, God, what should I do now? Or I haven't talked to Jesus in so long, or I have felt so alone in this entire process, and I honestly have not even turned to him. I want you to take this moment to now take a moment of stillness and to pray. It can be the Lord's Prayer. It can be a moment of just quiet, but I want you to know that our God is the God of miracles, and our God is the miracle maker. And because of that, take this still moment that we're going to take for the next minute and breathe in the understanding of God. Ask those questions. Ask the questions that you are too afraid to ask, Lord, because Jesus already knows. Jesus is that mother who's taking care of you in the womb. He has your name etched on his hands. And also those same hands are the same ones that have a nail inside of them that he sacrificed himself for all of us. Jesus already knows the struggle and pain you are going through. So take this moment, take a breath, and pray. And even if you are in anger, even if you are in sadness, frustration, struggling, all those things, give that all to God. Give every single ounce to God, because God can take care of all of it. God is the God of all universes, not God of just ours, all universes, all powerful. That is the God who we belong to. So I ask, as I close out this prayer, as I close out this sermon, to take the next 10 minutes of your life. Reach out to God and allow God to fill you up with the Spirit, with his presence, because he is right there and he's been waiting for you. Thank you so much for taking the time. Take the next 20, 30 minutes to pray, but I'm going to close out with my own prayer. Dear God, thank you for just taking time to be here with us. Thank you so much for caring for us and being the caregiver in our own lives when we are caring for others. Thank you for looking out for us just the same way that you have looked out for every single person, whether that be Abraham, whether that be David, whether that be Ruth. Thank you for blessing each one of us with your mercy, your strength, and your love. And thank you for connecting with us through the power of the Holy Spirit and reminding us that we are not alone. Thank you all again. I pray you have a wonderful rest of your week, and God bless. And if you would like, please like and subscribe. Also look for our Patreon. We have a link below, and thank you again for just taking the time.